Is he capable of? We know he's capable of making big folds, but the way the action has gone in that, is he capable of folding this?
I don't know. Like it looks a lot like Roland has pocket fives here. The way the hand played out. Because I think if Roland had a flush, he would have bet the turn. And I think if he had an 8, he would have bet the turn as well. So, it's like either he has a boat or quads,
okay, guys,
or he has nothing.
I just want to point out, I mean, in the car coming over here on the way this evening, Helmuth and DeWolf were talking about a hand that DeWolf played where he made it a monster bluff on the river last Premier League with deuce 6 against Ian Fraser. And Phil was saying that it was the stupidest.
I can beat the 9-10 of spades.
Yeah, I remember that. So I don't really know how that's going to affect Phil here. If he thinks that Roland is going to make a move on him.
Let me see.
Or if he thinks that Roland is going to be really tight and doesn't want to look stupid in front of Phil again.
God, I guess I have to call.
Yeah.
See any snowmen around here?
4-8, huh?
At least that's a nice hand to lose to. You could have got more.
Wow. I tell you what, every time they build Phil up, the cards drag him down.
How in the hell does this keep happening to me in this frickin' league? It's unbelievable. If I didn't outplay everybody in the last one, I would have lost that one too.
That's for sure, yeah.
So sick.
Go would have shoved the river.
Well, it would have been right if it was.
It's a pretty sick hand.
It is a very sick hand.
And we've seen quads twice already tonight, and Phil Helmuth only...
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't
I
it?
had a bad feeling. I should have just laid it down. That would have been amazing.
You would have been the greatest then, but you know, just proves it. You laid down that before.
No, I didn't lay that down.
Pass.
I didn't lay that down before.
JC, go ahead and bet.
Take it, JC.
Just like that,
Raised
okay?
to 5,000 total.
JC is really proud of himself. He lost 0 that hand. Checked it on the flop, checked it on the turn. And you know what? He's pretty clever not to lose any money there.
He is, isn't he?
You save money.
Dwan has raised this, and Helmuth now on short stacked on the button, calling.
Bet the turn.
It was 5,000.
Yeah, you know,
give me about
I don't like
yeah.
either Tony's or Helmut's call here. I think, you know, Tony's
only
hand is
40
just
of
way
them.
too weak against Tom. And, you know, if Phil doesn't have that many chips as he flops with, then...
What did you do, Tony?
I checked.
He should have almost shipped it, or did he have, or
yeah,
just folded?
I think if he's playing a hand, he should shove pre-flop. I just can't see how just calling here can be
9,000.
profitable. He's not going to hit that flop that often. Like, if he had more chips, that's fine. Cause, I was going to say, then he could call the flop and float, but he still does.
He's floating. He's floating the flop with like 20,000
yeah,
back.
for like half a stack.
Wow. Is that strong, or is it just madness?
Oh, I think it's just really spewy. Well, this changes everything, because now I think Tom is just going to ship his chips in and hope that Phil folds something like a jack.
He's got a flush draw.
Yeah, simply because he picked up the flush draw and he has so much equity and so many outs against anything that Phil could have. And now he's just going to put them all in.
$40,000.
And Phil's play would have worked, I think, if the heart didn't come on the turn. But I still don't like to call on the flop there. You know, it's too big portion of his chips to be calling with a gutter ball.
See, he had Queen King, try to teach him a lesson, you see?
Wow. I mean, you just cooled me and you guys want to give me abuse already? All right. I'll give you what you deserve then, if that's what you want.
This game is on fire, and it's only going to get hotter.
This might be the toughest heat of the tournament.
You can expect that I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna want it more this heat than any other heat.
I know what to do. I got a plan.
You can expect me to crush everybody there.
Hopefully I'll be able to rack up some points, we'll see.
Lights, cameras, action. It's time to rise up and win.
He denied it.
Welcome back to Premier League
deny it.
Poker 3.
Lying about your hands at the table, that's poker, man. I mean, if someone asks what you have, you can't. That's part of the strategy.
Why would he deny it?
Why would Tony deny it? I have no idea. He just doesn't handle things so well sometimes. He gets a little, like,
Defensive.
Yeah,
Yes.
defensive. And then he starts arguing, and he realizes
5,000 total. Chris.
I'm arguing the right point, and the whole world the wrong point, and the whole world knows it. Right, Tony?
You're right.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to needle someone all by yourself. You know, you need someone, an accomplice. You know, you need someone else to talk to at the table.
Yeah, you do, and you know, nobody wants to be on Phil's side because he's Phil, and everyone likes to talk shit about him.
Oh no, they're gonna torture me and show me the flop.
That was massive respect that Helmuth gave him, right there.
No,
I mean, maybe not.
I think that's a pretty
Standard?
reasonable fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be calling out a position with king jack. I wouldn't mind a shove though. On the other hand,
Ace king.
he has so much fold equity. I mean, he has 30k,
For a guy
and the raise is only to
27 in a
5k, so he has
riffle.
15 big blinds. It's the perfect stack
Kinda
to
rooting
stick
for
him
to
in
play,
with.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And this is a completely different DeWolf tonight than the one we've seen in the past. I mean, this is the first level. This is like the third just bluff he's made.
Well, it's not a
show
bluff.
that
It's more a semi-bluff than anything else.
He has to
Uh,
bet if he intends to call.
You know, yeah. I don't mind a bet at all, because it might look like JC just gave up on the pot on the flop. But the thing is, with all these players, I see it all the time. Like, if they flop a piece, they tend to check behind a lot. And if they have error, they always bet the flop. So, in a way, it might be a kind of a bad bet on Roland's part on the turn. Unless he plans on firing all rivers.
Check.
Which he doesn't, so I'm not so sure if I like his turn bet now. I think he has to commit. If he's gonna bet on the turn, he has to bet the river.
I mean, everything's still going well for JC. And he,
Yeah, you know,
he's-
JC's running really well. He's playing well and he's running well.
Yeah. Waiting for the king 10.
he must have the
Waiting for the
sunglasses
shove.
on now, Phil. He hasn't said a word in a while. Look how straight he's standing.
Blind flop.
Yeah, I mean, he usually gets like that when he doesn't have chips, doesn't he?
Eventually, the game
He
gets
likes to just focus and
too
make
good for
sure
you.
he picks the right
Too good
spots
for
to
the
get his
game.
chips in.
Call.
I think I made 11
He's under the
perfect
gun here.
bluffs out of
What should
11
he feel about
in my
letting the
last
blinds
two.
go through him? Does he have enough? He's got
Pick where my
26.
And I would probably be
People tried to
shoving
outplay
top
me and I
80% of hands there.
stomped them back.
There's not many hands that would fold, because
Pass.
no, you really need to pick up those blinds as soon as you can. And if you let the blinds go past you, he's only gonna be left with 18,000, and that's absolutely nothing. You know, like if he shoves 18,000 into someone who has 4,000 big blind, he's not gonna fold much. And having that fold equity is just so important.
JC's limped with the ace-6. He's got the blinds in now.
Aggressive players just give me 30 and then
Yeah, he limped on the button, didn't he?
the pressure. I got
I actually
pressure.
like that play. I think it's underused.
You need
9,000.
luck, my friend. I mean, whether it doesn't matter how good you are.
And this is a great situation for JC now, isn't it? Or
Yeah, it
is
is
he-
totally. He's not
I
gonna
mean, I've been
fold.
super
That's for
unlucky
sure.
So far.
Like he knows that Tom can be betting
So
here
maybe I
with
just need
weaker
some luck to
weaker
balance it
six,
out.
any deuce, any draw, pretty much anything.
Is this call from JC is about pot control? I mean,
Yeah, there's no need for him to raise.
Maybe that's 60.
Tom saying.
Roland just gave his away.
And Tom just bikes the second nuts on this turn. Why wouldn't he?
He had all those
Is,
chips and he just
is
started
JC
raising and
could-
trying to mess
is there
with
I
it.
think JC's calling down. I don't see him folding here.
Folded, he had a $140.
And does,
Well, I guess he might fold on the river since the 5-8 got there, but no, there's so many hands that Tom can have.
he could basically get 99K in on the turn in the river if he bets it.
Yeah, he
aggressively.
definitely could, and I think he will.
Probably good later.
I don't think JC is folding this
I
in.
had an ace in that last time.
23,000.
He's the kind of guy, Dwan, who has a feel for this when the time is to go for the jugular.
Value.
Yeah, he totally does. Like he knows when to fire bullets, and he usually gets them through too.
So if he calls here on the turn, he has to be prepared to call it all on the
Well,
river.
if the river is a non-spade and a card over 8, I think he has to call.
Transdrawn deck. I mean, could he get the bagel?
This might actually be a good card to get away from. Come on, say it, Tom. I'm all in. Say it.
I'm all in.
There we go. This is a really interesting spot. I don't know what to expect from JC, to be honest.
Everything has gone so well for Tran this Premier League.
Yeah, but everything has gone pretty well for Tom as well,
Yep.
except that he's giving his chips away when he didn't have to.
I really don't have much, but
He's let it go.
That's a very,
He's let
very,
it
very
go.
good fold.
I'll tell
I
you
had a
what.
feeling he was calling, but that's a really good fold by JC.
He is that good. He is that good.
I mean, it
Trey.
looks like a really easy fold for the people watching, but
Yeah.
you know, in reality, it's not that easy.
No, I didn't have the flush draw, but I had the ace of spades.
Yes.
Highs and lows of the Premier League. Still, of course, a full table, but the high is Dwan and the low is Phil.
Between 1,000 and
About the state of the poker world these days, isn't it?
Not.